Well, the last thing you want during an emergency is to be put on hold with 911, but more people in Hampton Roads are telling us that's happening to them, sometimes for several minutes. Then your side's Nick Broadway spoke with Norfolk's dispatch director, who says this is a real problem and explains why some emergency calls are being put on hold. Nick?
Tom, it's a problem facing many 911 dispatch centers across the country for the past few years. Critical staffing shortages mean fewer people are there to take the calls. A 911 delay even happened to one of our own staff members here at Wavy.
You can see where there's white paint all down the side, scratches. It ripped off my mirror, and then through here as well, and then all the way to the front bumper.
Karen Baird with Human Resources says she got sideswiped by a driver on 264 just a couple days ago. It took her 5 minutes to get in touch with dispatchers after calling 911.
Please hold, don't hang up. Please hold, don't hang up.
And the message tells them, one, they reached the right number, and two, don't hang up.
Jim Reddick, director of Norfolk's 911 Dispatch Center, says he's well aware of these long delays. Their goal is to be able to answer 90% of their calls in 15 seconds. Recently, he says they're only answering about 50% in that time frame. The big reason, a lack of staffing. About 36% of their total job positions are available, the worst it's ever been, according to Reddick. It's a trend that started years before COVID, and he says burnout is one of the biggest factors.
And a lot of them feel they're not able to do it. We used to lose folks. They could do the call taking part, but they couldn't do the dispatching part, which comes later on in their training.
He hopes splitting duties and a recent pay boost from the city might entice new applicants.
You can serve your country in a lot of ways, and this is one way that we really need people to think about.
They track call response data online, showing what percentage of calls are answered in a certain amount of time each day. In the past few days, between 60 and 80% of 911 calls are picked up in less than 40 seconds. On the other end of those percentages are the calls that sometimes take minutes to answer. I just heard back from dispatch leaders in Virginia Beach telling me they're going through a similar problem. They're saying 911 callers being put on hold is not a cut and dry event. It happens a lot during crashes. Many people call at once when a crash goes down on a busy road. Virginia Beach city leaders recently approved a raise for dispatchers and a $5,000 sign-on bonus to anyone who completes training. Live in the Wavy control room, Nick Broadway, 10 on your side.